welcome to Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today we're doing a walk around video on something pretty unique. What we have here, it's a 2017 Mitsubishi Triton GLS Sports Edition, and it is a manual as well. So what we'll do is run through some of the condition on the outside of the car, as well as some of the features and add-ons that comes with this special Sports Edition package. Now starting off at that front end, you've got that iconic MQ Triton front end, which is different to what the new updated look is. So you've got the nice sleeker front end. Now being the black edition or the Sports Edition, it does come with the blacked out grille and the factory sports bar fitted in the front, so you can see how nicely it presents. Now there is a slight little scuffing on the front here, but again, it is a nudge bar. That's what it's supposed to be there for, so at least you know the front of the car is nice and well protected. Now in these, you do also get the fog lamps fitted in the bottom, and up in the headlights here, again, it's that older shape. Your projector globes and your indicator lamp fitted in the middle. You do also get the daytime running lights, which are going to give you a really nice, improve the visibility of the car during the day. Now this car also has a tinted bonnet protector fitted on the front there, just to protect the bonnet from stone chips and damage. So has been looked after really well and actually fitted out quite well by the previous owner. Now I will note, just above the wheel arch here, there is a slight superficial scuff there. Probably would come out with a cut and polish, but just so you know that that's there. Now these also have the wheel arches fitted all the way around, and taking a look at that first alloy, you do get the blacked out rims in that nice piano black gloss finish. Now the rims itself are in pretty good condition, actually. No damage or marks whatsoever. I'm trying to be really picky for you guys, but no damage whatsoever, and you got lots of tread remaining on those tires. Coming across to the side, you do get the chrome side mirrors and door handles, which are color matched. Being the GLS models, they do come in that chrome finish, and it gives a nice contrast to the car actually, and gives it slightly classier look, being the GLS model and not just a standard black plastic cover. Car also comes fitted with the side step factory, and again, they have been fitted out with black paintwork on the end and all through the middle to go along with that whole Sports Edition look of the car. Now if I open up the driver's side door just for you to have a look inside the car, you can see it also does present quite neatly on the inside. Bolsters are in good condition. Seats are a little bit of fading here, but the actual bolster itself is in pretty good nick. There's no other tears or damage on the seats itself, and you've got all the carpet mats fitted in the car for you, which is going to save you a little bit of money. But again, it is essential you get carpet mats in a car so you're not dirtying the car. But you can see how well it presents. The door card is also in good condition, and on the bottom here on the inner door frame, again, no damage. Well, inconsistent with the age of the car, so it has been maintained pretty well by the previous owner. If I close this up, and I will note that the car does have a slight tinting on it, which is going to save you a little bit of money. It also adds to the whole blacked out effect of the car. Now if you did want it to be a slightly darker look, or dark as legal, we can sort that out for you, but happy to explore these options when you do come in. Now open up the back just so you can have a look in the back of the car as well. You can see the amount of space that's in the back. Now it does look quite tight, maybe when you're looking at it, but it is designed in a specific way. Now the Tritons have what they call a J-line. If you look at the back of the cabin here, the cabin actually curves in at the bottom. Now there are three benefits to that. One being that the wheels can be closer, so a shorter wheelbase allows for a tighter turning circle. You do also get a slightly angled seat. So instead of it sitting straight up, it does tilt back a little bit. Now if I was to get into the back of this, you can see how comfortably I can sit in there. I still got a lot of room for my legs, driver's side, and also room up the top here for your clearance above your head. So that is what the J-line represents. Now if you come over and take a look at that second alloy, again, no damage or stone chips whatsoever, and you've got plenty of tread remaining on those tires. Coming across to the tailgate, now this car does come fitted with the matte black sports bars. Again, it is consistent with the whole Sports Edition look of the car, and you've got the rails on top if you wanted to get some roof racks fitted on the back. Triton and Mitsubishi badging all in that chrome finish does again add to the contrast effect. The car does come with the reverse camera fitted in there, which is going to help you park a vehicle like this, and you've also got the soft tonneau cover fitted on top. If I open that up just so you can have a look inside, car also comes fitted with a tub liner, which means you know the paintwork underneath this is not in good nick, and it has been, again, the tub liner is also in good condition, no damage or cracks that I can see. I'm trying to be really picky for you guys as well in the video, so everything you could possibly need on the car has already been fitted for you. Paintwork on the back is in pretty good condition. Now coming across the side, we'll note there are a few, again, superficial marks, but on a black paintwork you're going to see quite a few things, but just so you know, it is there. And take a look at that third alloy. Generally the side that gets the most damage, no damage there whatsoever, and you've got Bridgestone tires fitted on here. With lots of tread remaining. Now fuel fill cap is on the passenger side of the car, which is the safe side, so you know you're going to be safe from any oncoming traffic if you do have to pull over in case of an emergency. There is also a mark that goes kind of across here, probably a bush or something that would have scratched it as you drove past it, but Again, trying to point out everything for you guys so you're not coming in and surprised by what's on the car. Trying to point out everything. So again, paintwork other than that is in pretty good nick. It does have a slight sparkle to it, which you can see in the light, which actually comes out quite beautifully. Another mark across there, and taking a look at that fourth and final alloy, there is a bit of a gash here, but the rest of the rim is in good condition, and you've got lots of tread remaining on those tires. So as you can see, it is a pretty nice looking car you got here. You've got the nudge bar fitted, the soft tonneau sports bars, and the roof racks, and it's all blacked out in this to keep the whole theme of the car. So what we're going to do is actually pop the hood and take a look inside. All right, taking a look inside the engine bay. Now what we have here is Mitsubishi's 4-cylinder 2.4 litre turbo diesel motor. That is standard across the Triton range. It does also come fitted with a 6-speed manual gearbox, so plenty of gears to shift through, a lot of torque and power when you do need it. So great setup in these manual Tritons. Now this car itself has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 7 airbags, so lots of safety for all the 5 passengers in the cabin itself. Like I mentioned, this motor, 2.4 litre, produces 133 kilowatts with 430 newton meters of torque, so lots of towing capacity, being that 3.1 ton towing. And like I said, diesel fuel tank with a 75 litre capacity. Does have a combined fuel consumption of 7.2 litres per 100 kilometers, or an average fuel distance of about 1,042 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive and whether you're towing. Now taking a look inside the Triton, now being the GLS model, it does come with a few little extra features and benefits, so we'll touch on what they are when we actually go through the car. But starting off on the driver's side door, do get that really nice door card, pretty simple, pretty standard. Do get all your window controls. Now your driver's side is fully automatic up and down, the rest are just standard power windows, which you do need to manually hold to adjust. Above that is your window lock control, and on the right hand side of the dash, a few extra options. Now up here is your side mirror toggles. So pressing that button on the top there will fold your side mirrors in. They will fold when you lock the car as well, but you've got these here just in case you're sitting in the car, and all your adjusting controls. Below that is your stability control and 2 blank spots if you wanted to add anything extra on the car, like a tow bar or a brake pack, or an LED light bar, something like that. And next to that is your headlight height adjuster. Now coming over to the steering column, on the right hand side is your left and right indicator, fog lamp controls and headlight controls, and on the left hand side are your wipers and washers, wipers and washers. Now the steering wheel is a very nice leather stitched steering wheel, actually in pretty good condition. There's no wear or tear from what I can see. Actually presents quite well. Now on the right hand side are your cruise control settings, this one being your cruise control and this one being your speed limiter, and on the left hand side are your media controls, so source, volume, seek to go through the different options, and also a call, reject and voice control for the head unit itself, and for your Bluetooth connectivity and CarPlay. So coming over to the entertainment system, you do get a really nice touchscreen display. As you can see, pretty well laid out. You do get AM, FM radio, digital radio, Bluetooth connectivity, like I said before, iPod connectivity if you want to go through the USB, or a USB connection, and there you go, your Bluetooth audio. Now, as you can see, it does have a GPS option. It's not actually a navigation, it's just going to provide you with longitude, latitude if you do a bit of forward driving and you get stuck, but you do have apps here, which is your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay system. So if you do actually plug your phone in, your maps will open through that system there. Below that is your climate control. You've got dual zone climate control, so driver and passenger have their own temperatures, all the fan speeds and modes below that, and front and rear demists as well. Now, below that is a seatbelt indicator, hazard symbol, and your passenger airbags. Now you can turn them off in these Tritons if you wanted to. Rear diff lock button, 2 blank spots again, and your USB input for charging or your CarPlay setup. A cigarette lighter, however, don't encourage people to smoke in the cars, and you've also got a HDMI and USB input below that for any extra charging that you might need to do. Now next to that is a bit of storage. This little compartment does come off if you wanted to make it a slightly bigger storage. Not that it's the biggest storage anyway, but at least you've got that flexibility. And coming over to the gear shifter, now I've got a really nice leather stitched gear shifter, very comfortable to actually drive and control. I love these Triton gearboxes. They're quite smooth and crisp, and being that 6-speed, you get all 6 gears. Now to move it over into reverse, you do push down on the gear shifter and then move it to the left, and that will bring up your reverse camera just at the top there. And as you can see, the rear bar is quite clear there. If you do get a tow bar fitted, you'll be able to see that in the middle, but quite clear in for the image and if you are reversing. Putting that back into neutral. Now behind that is your Super Select System 2. Now this is a 4-wheel drive selector. As you can see, you've got 2 high, 4 high center diff lock and 4 low center diff lock. So this, the GLS Triton comes with a center diff lock and a rear diff lock. So you got both options if you wanted to use it. Now you can flick in any one of your high settings going up to 100 kilometers per hour. Your low setting, you probably want to be in neutral or pulled over. Got 2 cup holders and an ashtray, which doesn't look like it's been used, which is good to know. Manual handbrake and a nice armrest here with a bit of a storage compartment or a storage shelf, and if I lift that up, you've got an even bigger compartment there with plenty of room and a additional 12-volt socket in there for any extra charging or connections that you might want to plug into the car. So lots of stuff in the car, but I'll get the camera person to actually pan around because the best thing about this is the condition. The interior is immaculate. The back seats don't even look like they've been sat on before. Carpet mats are all in pretty good nick, not worn out. Even the driver's side doesn't look worn out, slightly worn, but not to the point where it looks like it's been used excessively or being abused by some really hard shoes. But the seats are in good nick. Roof lining is also really clean. It's just a very, very good car. So what we're going to do is actually pop outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2017 Triton GLS Sports Edition. Now, I hope this gave you a good representation as to the condition on the outside of the car. Try to point out as many things as I can to you, as well as the condition on the inside. However, the inside is pretty much spotless or immaculate. So hope if you did have any additional questions, wanted to test drive this car, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, you can do that. Now, the number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go though, this car actually qualifies for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will offer you as a buyer is 5 years extended protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components of this car. Does also come with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide. So just that in itself has tremendous value. So please ask us about this. In addition to that, I do highly recommend you talk to us about our glass coat and tinting. Now, again, if you wanted to go for a slightly darker tinting, we can sort that out for you, but the paint protection is what's more important. Being a black color, you want to make sure you protect it and preserve it, and also protect it from all the harsh environmental factors that can damage and contaminate your paint. Now, we will happy to provide you with more information on these things, but they are at an additional cost. However, if you are using our in-house finance, love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will really affect your repayments. Now, lastly, but most importantly, please jump onto Google and check out our Google reviews. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, it gives you the assurance that you're dealing with the right people and the right business for a good quality vehicle. As I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and thank you so much for watching.